What is up, my boys, coming through once again with a new video. And on today's video, we're going to talk about Dkane. 2 days after being released from county jail, he makes an interview. He does an interview, right? And where some questions that possibly you guys, the viewers, might have were asked to him. And he did answer, all right, One thing one thing I did notice is that this guy was humble. Uh Man, he did 2 months. It's hard timing right there. 2 months. It's a long time in the county jail. But he seems very humble. And he learned something from it. At least he's saying that he's retired. He's done. He's gonna do what he's supposed to do, create content, make money, and stay drama free, right? He don't want to go back to jail. He's done with jail. And that's good for him, right? That's good for shit. I mean, congratulations, Dkane. Uh, Sad that it takes a man to go to county to actually appreciate what they have, because in reality, he's a lucky man. Look, he's dropping content, making a lot of money, and tell me who wouldn't like to be in that position? I'm pretty sure that most of us, right? Now, one thing that we are for sure that the guy went GP, right? That's another. Somebody was debating, saying, okay, you know what? I think he's going to PC up. And the reason why is because, man, his size, he's famous. And I'm pretty sure that people were going to mess with him, right? So, in my belief, I thought they were going to put him in the hole, right? Usually leave him in the hole so he can start doing his time. Maybe, I don't know, stay away from everybody just for his safety and the safety of everybody else. But he said that when he went in, they saw his tattoo on his chest, right? MOB. And they hit him up saying, hey man, are you a blood or what? Apparently that tattoo goes with the Bloods in Texas. And he said, nah. He said, I'm not that, but I do fuck with them. And that's it, right? But still, they put him on the blood spot, which when he landed on that pot, the Bloods already knew about that tattoo. They hit him up. And again, he responded, nah, I'm not a blood, man, but I fuck with you guys, man. Which after that, I guess they let him be. And that's what's up, right? Now, I mean, I don't know if I believe that, but that's what he did. So the only people that used to mess with him was the guards. Crazy, right? But that's what he said, according to him. That's his story. And trip on this, right? So when he went in, he said he couldn't get canteen for I don't know how many weeks. Usually they do canteen once a week, right? In prison they do it once a month, but in county they do it once a week. And in order to get your canteen, you have to turn in your ID. But his ID kept being lost. So meaning he don't have an ID, can't go to the store, and that sucks, man. You want to kick it with the fellas, do a spread it once a week with everybody, man. Enjoy some honey buns, maybe some corn nuts, just county jail food. But he couldn't do that. He had to, I don't know if somebody help him out, if he put money on somebody's books or what happened, but he couldn't go to canteen for a certain period because somebody was stealing his ID. Later on, we're going to see somebody fucking coming out with this ID. We'll see what happens, right? But that's what happened. Now, another thing that he was saying that the guards were messing with him. They were coming every so often. He said every 10 minutes. I don't know if it was 10 minutes. I don't know if I believe that, right? But every 10 minutes, they'll come through during count time or whatever they do. And they ask him if he feels sparkly. Imagine hearing that shit for every 10 minutes. He said that it was a different CO every time because, I mean, they knew Dkane was in that county jail. So they want to see him. They want to say something smart to this guy, right? And, I mean, that's how it is, right? That's why I believe that he was maybe in a cell by himself. But if he's saying they put it on the pot, they put it on the pot. One thing that we are for sure that, according to him, right? Because he said that he dropped the soap. He did it on purpose. And I don't know what happened. He just said he dropped the soap and that was on purpose. So I don't know what happened. Again, he's like 4'9", 4'11" on a good day. I don't know what happened, but let's just leave that right there. And he is the only one who's gonna know what happened, man. So apparently he don't blame Ashley Trevino for his mishap, right? Because let's not forget about it. Him and Ashley Trevino went to a restaurant, and where Ashley Trevino ended up getting into an argument with a different girl, a random girl, right? Eventually, the people from right there called the cops, and as Dkane was watching the whole argument with the toy, a modified toy in his pocket, in his waistband, or whatever he had that. Uh, Once the cops arrived, he ended up getting arrested for this, right? Basically, Ashley Trevino brought some heat, some attention where the attention was not wanted. So most of us might be like, man, if it was in for you going out with this chick, you'll be cool. But one thing we are for sure, the guy's taking responsibility, and that's what's up. He couldn't speak too much on that topic because it's an open case, man. He's still going to court. He's still facing those charges. He's still facing time. Now, one thing I do wonder, right? If he was busting it down, I wonder if he was doing some program time, doing some mucking out there. Uh, I don't know what's the program of Texas, especially when you go GP. But as you know, California, you have to go with the. I mean, you have to get with the program, homie. If not, the program is gonna get with you, right? So, right here, you have to do a certain workout every day. But in Texas, I don't know how they do it. But the guy looked, you know what? He came out a little bit chunky, honestly. I mean, he came out like your boy a little chubby on the face and shit like that. And it shows that he was in working out like that, man. One thing I'm for sure that I can guarantee that guy is making some spreads in his house, man. And I'm talking about the food, not the other shit that maybe he'd be doing on the side, right? But I'm pretty sure he got some recipes from the county jail. At least that's how I did it when I went to county. The first time I went to county, it's like, man, I got some recipes. I was like, man, I'll start fucking cooking this shit in the house. And I was like that just for, I don't know, like 3 weeks or whatever. All of a sudden, I want to buy chips, Cheetos with some ramen and throw some mayonnaise in there with some meat or some chicken or whatever and eat it like that, right? I remember I used to even boil eggs with that stuff, man. But one thing that happened is that when he went to this interview with this one guy, right? Apparently he had a chain. The guy who runs that channel had a chain. I think it's Texas Bus. I believe that's the name of the channel. So he has this chain, right? A $10,000 chain, right? Which I doubt it, but hey, man, if he got money like that, man, do it, right? If that's what makes you happy, man, buy a $10,000 chain. So all of a sudden, Dkane, I think like a day, 2 days ago, came out on a video saying that he stole that chain. He was rocking it. He was saying that he stole it. And this guy also dropped a video saying that Dkane, when he went in there, he set him up. He took a chain, which honestly, man, I don't believe the story. It's not very convincing from, at least from the guy who owns that channel, right? The podcast. At least he should have took some what's it called, some actor lessons or something like that, so he can be more credible, right? But he was saying that Dkane took it. They dropped a video, and one thing that we are for sure that Dkane ain't gonna be stealing no chains. He's usually on the other side where people steal his chains. Let's not forget about the incident that happened at the mall, and where somebody took his chain because he was talking to a 15-year-old girl, and the guy was basically asking for the chain back. Hey man, are you gonna give it to me, man? Please, can you give it back? Can you give it back? And I don't know what happened. I don't know if the guy gave back the chain to Dkane, but the video, everybody see that video, right? So we know that Dkane is not taking chains. Maybe people are taking chains from Dkane, but that's what the video he put out there. But I'm assuming he's trying to help that channel up to blow up a little bit, and that's what's up from Dkane, right? That's what's up, man. At least he's helping the guy. It's a small podcast who's barely starting, And hopefully he does good, man. Hopefully, at least he landed this interview with Dkane, which is a big plus. Not everybody can do that. One thing that we know for sure is Dkane wants to go to no jumper, but it's more complicated. He said he never traveled before. He had to buy a suitcase, air uh, airplane ticket and stuff like that, and it's more complicated. And especially right now that he's a monitor, he had to ask the courts in order for him to travel from Texas all the way to California. It's more complicated, especially right now that he has that case, right? So we're not gonna see him doing an interview anytime soon with no jumper, but we see what happens with Dkane. He's out and about and still dropping content for all those Sikemakas. They're out there, your idols out there doing his thing, making content, and it's feeling more sparkly than ever. So with this being it, we are out to next video. Don't forget to hit the like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, man, support your boy and subscribe to the channel. We highly appreciate it. We are out. Al ratos.